they make a run at you in the second half, what's kind of the demeanor on the bench and in the huddles during the timeouts?
Yeah, I thought it was pretty good. Obviously, we played very well in the first half and ran our offense well. We made shots. We did everything we needed to do in the first half. And you know they're going to make a run. They're too good a team, too well coached not to. And then, we lost our poise a little bit. I thought we shot some difficult shots to make, but we, again, lost our poise. And they they turned the screws up a little bit, which you knew was coming. And I thought they played terrific in the second half. We didn't keep them off the glass very well. They had a couple of second chance opportunities that we needed to take care of, and we didn't. But I give them a lot of credit. But I was glad to see. I thought Shiz made a huge three. I'm not sure how many minutes were left in the game. He made it. I think they cut it to 1. He made it back to 4, and then Quinton Rose's 3 late from 2 to 5 those were 2 huge shots that we made.
Fran, easy to say. I mean, Josh at the end when he needed to execute and get a shot. That was shots that you didn't make last year in close games.
Yeah, no, I appreciate the comment in that it just his line wouldn't tell you the story of how valuable he is there at the end. He's throwing the ball in bounds. I wouldn't mind it if he threw it in and caught it at the same time because he's good at making foul shots as well. But he just gives you that glue at the end of the game, and just happy to have him out there.
What did you learn about your guys, the resiliency of your guys?
Yeah. Again, I appreciate the comment, and I think it was a perfect game in many ways as to the microcosm of what happens during games always and what happens during the year. We got out, we played extremely well early, made shots, and looked like we were really a good basketball team. And then we showed some not so good things about us, and then we got it back at the end and had enough fortitude to score more points than that. But I think it's a good basketball team we played today. We got lucky because Stith was in foul trouble because he's a really good player and a really good scorer. So we're grateful for the win.
You mentioned the rebounding. Did Ern and Damian need to do a better job?
You know what? I said it to Ern in the locker room afterwards that we weren't as good a team when he was out. I mean, he made a huge tip in for us. And we can run offense too. We can run offense better. He's not like he's a great scorer, but he knows where to be on screens and spacing and those kind of things. So, can he do better? Rebounding the ball? Yeah, he certainly can. They had 17 offensive rebounds, which is obviously way too many.
Yeah, first half he had a couple offense. He had a give and go where he was.
Yeah, Aaron did some really good things, and I was happy for him. But we can't have him in foul trouble either, so he's got to stay on the court for us.
Was it almost? Did you fall in love with the three-pointer a little bit too much because you made it too much in the first half, or is that not? They're hitting, so you want them to take good shots.
Yeah, we do, and we're obviously in the first half we're 8 for 12. In the second half, those 2 that we talked about are the 2 biggest ones of the game. And you're sitting there in the locker room saying, we do all this stuff on offense in the first half. They're too good a defensive team to let us do those things again in the second half. We're going to have to find other ways to score. One of them is take better care of the ball. I said it to Josh in the locker room here, and he sort of handed that ball to, I don't know who it was, maybe to Caver, and right at the half court. I mean, he never does that, but he did, and the momentum of the game was just going their way. And we had to get it back, and luckily we did.
How about Quinton? It seemed like the one thing Quinton, he fell in love with, he sort of could beat his man, but there were more guys waiting, and then it was.
Yeah, I mean, he's got to do a better job of driving and kicking, or when he gets it down there, he's got to do a better job of lifting and then scoring, or lifting and kicking it off of a jump at that point. But he must have turned it 3 or 4 times, I think, or at least got himself in trouble 3 or 4 times getting it to the rim. And he's got to do a better job.
Feel it anyway. They had a couple games already under their belt that you guys are kind of starting from behind almost because this is the first game of the year, or did that not matter at all?
Well, if you had asked me that question at the end of the first half, I would say, I think we're okay.
Right.
And then about midway through the second half, I'd say, I wish we had played a couple games, but this is the way the schedule goes. This is the way we're built, and we've got to do a better job overall, play better for 40 minutes. But again, I give ODU a lot of credit.
Dre Perry was the one freshman who played a lot. Is that his defensive versatility? Does that get him on the
I think
floor?
his overall versatility, although he didn't show up on a couple of ball screens we needed him to show up on, but he's learning, he's young, and the other 3 guys, that JP made a big first half jumper, I thought it was a 3, but they counted it as a 2, and then Nate Pierre-Louis and Justin Hamilton are really good players, and they're going to get their time. It just wasn't today.
Yes. Thanks, Coach.